Where's abstinence at? We quick to talk about single mothers. We quick that is easy to talk about. But what I'm saying is, why don't we promote abstinence? Where's that at? Why aren't we saying, you know what? Let's stop sleeping with these women. Hey, all together, let's stop sleeping with all these women until we get married. Where's that at?
And all due respect, and the reason why we're not talking about that because my lady girl, my girl Q, pulled up a whole video talking about shaming women. So we on that topic, brother. That's what we talking about. That's all cool. Look, that's all cool. What you do with your sons. That's what's up. But we never said we never gonna stop shaming both sides. It's about shaming both sides, bro. Like I don't understand where you coming from.
It's not even just about.
We got all types of stuff.
Hold on, D-Town, because we can't even get to shame. We can't even get to shame yet. Do you understand that? Shahrazad Ali said it in her book. She said the black woman is the only person that has not been properly criticized in the history of America. Now, that is probably a little bit of a stretch, but do you know what is kind of funny? Today's date, simps are giving women a pass every single time. So I can make the accurate discernment that, I can make the accurate discernment that the black woman is the only person that thinks repentance comes before confession. You think that you just want to skip straight to the solution. We need to be out here. They haven't even acknowledged. We can't even get to shame. They haven't even acknowledged what the fuck they did yet. Yeah. And while we're on the topic of men and sex and putting on condoms, do you realize that if you go look up out of wedlock birth rate before the age of 22, black women lead it. Then you look at the fact that before the age 30, 54% of black men don't even have kids, but yet twice as many black women do. So they're fucking the same dudes over and over, but you want to come give a health sex seminar to my son who ain't doing shit? No.
So let me say this to you. What was it in 1950? And that's why I'm that. What was it in that? No. I want you to look on the construct. And this is what I'm saying. Look on the agenda. You cannot say one thing without saying the other. We all know the attack to divide the black family. Do we not? For us to sit here and make it, this is just happening modern. It's just all of a sudden happened. It was a plan. It was a program plan. In 1950, let me just tell you in our community, tradition, abstinence, God. They took churches from the family. They took men out of the homes. What do you think women are going to do when men are gone?
Right now.
You said
what does that have to do with women reverse cowgirl and niggas raw right now? And that's right now. So, what does that have to do with right now?
So
they made the decision to do it.
Who hollered at her?
Johnson did not say you will
who hollered at her? Who hollered at her?
17, 2023.
But
who hollered at her?
Mr. 1950, women control sex though.
Who by who? By whose standards?
Women control sex.
Women don't control sex. Let me tell you something. When you're the guy, no. Let me tell you something. This is again. I gotta say it again. See, you can't compare. Look, that's like saying everybody can make threes like Steph Curry. We all can. No, you can't. There's certain guys that do it better. I don't live in that reality. You're saying women control sex. Let me tell you something. If I open this phone up, it would tell you different. And this is what I'm talking about. Men believe that we're all built the same. We're not. Stop believing you're in the lane of guys who get. You're the have-not. And that is where the problem lies, because men believe, I'm a man, I should just get it. This is how it is. No, you're not in that category to get. I'm sorry, you're not. We're built different.
But 1950, if you said that back then, 1950s, they had the church, they had the tradition, they're losing out on that now. So why don't we bring back shame so we can bring that back into society?
I look, because you say the word shame. And the reason why I'm pushed back against that particular word is because I believe I'm solution oriented as a man. This is what I do. So for me, me having a solution is educating. Like I believe we should educate our communities in regards to what we're supposed to be doing. Like, again, my kids, and I don't know. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do 20 years from now, but hopefully, right now they're doing pretty good. But all I can say is I gave them the game in order to do it. In order for us to do this in our community, what we have to do is we have to bring God back into our communities. We have to then bring what? Structure. And we got to let that man lead. And regardless of what it is, it's going to be some weak guys out here tearing up the game. They're going to be out here doing the fool, robbing, stealing. And then it's going to be some women we can't save. How about we strengthen what we got at the top and get rid of everybody else? Is that the right thing to do?
So is it just the women getting pregnant? I didn't know. What, they having immaculate conceptions or some shit? It's just the women there you want to change?
That's what I've been saying.
But you're making it seem like these women and men are gonna listen just by listen. Like, you think they're gonna listen?
Guys gonna listen?
This is why you have to educate.
Hold on, y'all.
Go ahead, little black.
This is why I have to educate, though. I think this comes back to what we were saying earlier. That first and foremost, this conversation was funny, right? Because I think we spoke about this last time, right? When I said about the fact that if Mike is given a stat, it actually doesn't work in a man's favor. If anything, if you want to bring back shame, you actually have to shame the men. There's less men, which means you have an easier job shaming the men than shaming the women. Because if the women are having pregnancy and you're saying that the women are having the same men, that means there are less men to deal with, which means logically it'll be easier to take them out. So that stat doesn't work in our favor. The reality is, as a people, what we should be doing, and I think this is where Mr. 950 was saying, is shame is actually something that brings humiliation. When you bring that, people don't change. They just go underground. So it doesn't change. It just goes underground. So you going to stop having sex. Yeah, people will find out.
You think shame
doesn't change the behavior. It doesn't change the behavior. All it does is it forces it underground. Look, even in the Bible, Mary Magdalene was a hoe. Okay, please. It's never changed. It's always been there. It just changes. It just forces it underground. What we need to change is the root cause of behaviors. Why do you do what you do? What are the economical struggles? What are social struggles? We need to start looking at those things that impact a person to make certain decisions. One of the things that we talked about is the family unit, which means if we are going, quote unquote, I don't believe in shame, but let's say if we were going to bring it back, first and foremost, you have to deal with the leaders. Because the leaders are the ones who are influencing those who follow. If we believe that men are leaders in the community, you can't deal with the followers. That makes no sense. You deal with leaders first, who are there to lead, who bring influence, and that changes the people who are following them. So if the mandem are out here just slinging dick around the place, and you want to talk about the women who are taking it, you've missed it. You have to talk about the people who are slinging it first.
I'm telling y'all right now.
So that was brilliant. That was brilliant, but I do have an opposing opinion. So you guys are obviously.
Can I say something real fast?
I'll go after Mike. I go after you, Mike. Go ahead.
So you guys are obviously proponents for dick discipline, right? That's what you're for. I'm a proponent for P discipline, for pussy discipline. Let me explain to you why. Dick discipline has actually never existed. Never in history. I can prove it. Let me explain to you. What has existed was fathers. That's where I do agree. And that's where people need to be. Fathers need to be back in the home. Because if you had a thing for a girl, it was a father's requirement and then a woman's requirement you had to get through to get the ass. Fathers existed. So you go to a girl's front door. Who's there? Her brother, her father. What do you want, nigga? What do you want? Mm-hmm. All right, she ain't coming outside today. I agree. We require you to meet her father first. We require you to date her and court her first. And then you could get that woman. Dick discipline cannot exist because men will take sex any way you give it. It is the one thing we are trying to get for the entirety of our fucking life. Women, close your legs and require something. Anything you require, a man will do. Insert fathers in the home, require something such as a wedding ring before you give access to your most precious asset, and you will receive. That is it. You trying to out here have access to discipline. Do you know how stupid we sound telling me to put something on niggas I didn't raise? Hey. I'm a man, so I know what men are capable of.
But you want to put on women. No, but you want to put on women. That doesn't make no sense either. You're coming back to our original point, which is you have to make sure men are in order.
More than sex, what do women want? They want marriage.
Attention.
No.
That's why it works in my favor.